The Free State has over the years led the field when it comes to the number of households still using budget toilets. This despite the call during former President Thabo Mbeki's tenure that all budget toilets should be eliminated by December 2007. Other provinces managed to meet their targets in time and have a figure of 0. In most areas, rocky terrain and water shortages were seen as the main challenges. This slowed down the task of meeting the target for the complete eradication of these hated toilets. An example of an area still faced with this problem is Meloding at Virginia, which falls under the Machabe municipality in the Free State Goldfields. Some residents in the Eureka Park section have been living here for almost 20 years but still use budget toilets.
The budget toilets are not acceptable lately and sometimes are not even taken out.
We have stayed here from 1993 and up until now we've only seen toilets built all over here, but we have all along been jumped over and we are still using the bucket toilets.
I arrived in 1992 and I still use the bucket toilet. And the problem is that sometimes when we have important guests, they also feel disappointed by these toilets because there's lots of flies, people can't even eat.
Other residents complain that they are using communal taps. What surprised them is that they receive billing notices which requires them to pay for water.
I'm getting the billing for water, but I don't have a tap in the yard. Taps are at the streets. When the letter comes, it says we should pay, but the tap is communal.
There's no tap in the yard. I don't even have the meter for readings, but every now and then when the bill comes, it says I owe about 21,000 rand to 22,000 rand.
Meanwhile, Free State Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs HOD Kopun Radikonzani says problems were caused by communities in most municipalities rejecting the ventilated improved pit latrines, also known as VIP toilets. Radikonzani explains.
The Free State was the province with the highest number of buckets, so over 120,000. By June 2007, in 1 year, we were able to eradicate over 50,000 of those buckets and we're remaining with 71,000. Up to today, we have been able to eradicate additional 57,000 buckets, and we are at the moment remaining with close to 13,106 buckets across the province. And we're hoping that these are now mainly because of the problem of main sewer connections, which we are busy working on.
And with specific regard to Eureka Park in Meloding, Virginia, Machabe municipality, Radikonzani says they are following up the matter.
We've made a follow-up on this matter with the municipality on the area of Eureka, and they've accepted that it is a legitimate mistake. It was an oversight that around that particular area when they determined the project scope for the contractor who was eradicating buckets in Melody. Working with the municipality, we have extended the contractor's scope to include Eureka. So we are sure that now the current contractor who is on site will now focus on Eureka also to ensure that we are able to eradicate those buckets because it's a legitimate place which came before 1994.
Radikonzani says the backlog was mainly caused by problems with the main sewage connections. This matter is being dealt with in those areas where there is insufficient water. For SABC News in Bloemfontein, I'm Konelo Lekhafola.